Hi guys and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron and welcome back today to another live stream. Everton have revealed the new 2022-2023 third kit alongside the third goalkeeper kit and a number of training items earlier this morning as well, completely out of the blue. Usually the club and Hummel throw out a little teaser the day before the kit is going to get revealed, just so we sort of know around about when it'll be revealed, the timings and stuff. And also typically Everton release kits on a Friday, so it was a little bit interesting to wake up this morning after a lie-in, I must admit, because I'm off work, and see that they'd released the third kit earlier on this morning, as I said, completely out of the blue. This kit obviously was leaked a couple of weeks ago on social media and stuff, and I think it became quite clear when it was leaked that this was the kit, but we only saw the top in the leak. We didn't see the shorts, we didn't see the socks, we didn't see any of the goalkeeper stuff, so we are going to delve into it all in today's live stream. So here it is, modelled by Delhi, of course, the yellow predominant colour with the blue detail in there. Reminds me a little bit of the kit, the away kit from Carlo Ancelotti's season in charge of Everton Football Club, our first season with Hummel. Of course, the away kit was very, very, very similar to this. A little bit darker because it was an amber rather than a yellow, so a little bit darker of a main colour. However, similar sort of colour choices, and again in the same ways that I said about that one, I'll say the same about this one. I really like this. I think it's really smart. I think it's really sophisticated. I think it's a typical sort of Everton away kit or third kit in regards to the colours and what you associate with Everton Football Club. We've had a lot of yellow/blue away kits or third kits over the past sort of 10 years or so it's very typical of what you would associate with an alternate kit for Everton Football Club. I remember the one in Ronald Koeman's season where it had a white sponsor on it. I think it was Chang was white on it. I remember the one in 2013-14 when we finished in the Europa League places. That was yellow and blue, very similar colours to this. Obviously, as I said, that one under Carlo Ancelotti was a little bit darker because it was more of an amber, but still very, very similar sort of look to it as what this one has got. And I think that the biggest sort of standout point to this one that your attention will be drawn to straight away is firstly the tower design on the actual kit. As you can see there at the bottom left hand corner of the kit, the towered design sort of going up in almost like a staircase design, I would say. I really like it. I think it's not too in your face. It's subtle enough to get away with, but it's also sort of in your face enough to make a statement. I said on this channel a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't a massive fan of our new away kit when it was first released and first announced because of that design on the front of it. I thought it was quite empowering. I thought it was quite sort of in your face, and I wasn't quite sure about it. This one I think is a lot more subtle. I think it's a lot better. It's still there. It's still prominent. You're still drawn to it. However, it's a little bit more subtle. And I think it really suits the kit as well. Obviously, it's only thin lines, which suits the kit perfectly. And I really like it. And then, of course, the other sort of massive detail change that our eyes will be drawn on almost instantly is the new badge, or the change of badge, should I say. Now, I've seen a couple of people debating this on Twitter this morning, whether or not this is Everton trying to sort of incorporate a new badge slowly, and that this will become the badge, for the football club for the future. I actually don't think this is the case, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think what Everton have done here and what Hummel have done here is the same as what a lot of football clubs have started doing over recent years, and that's on a certain kit, be it the away kit, be it the third kit. It's never usually the home kit, but it has been the home kit, but it's usually the away kit or the third kit. They change their badge a little bit. We've seen Arsenal do it twice now over the last 2 years. I think West Brom have done it as well, and a number of other clubs. Chelsea have done it previously. A number of other clubs at the moment in current football, typically, when they release 3 kits, one of them has got that little bit of a unique detail, and more often than not, it's a change of badge, and it never means anything other than just a little bit of a sort of unique detail for that specific kit. It never means that club is going to change their badge to the new one in the coming years or in the future. It just means that the kit manufacturer has been a little bit sort of had a little bit more control with the design of the kit, and they've thought, you know what, this will make it stand out a little bit more, this will make it a bit more unique, this will make it a bit more different, we'll go with this. So if you're looking at this badge and thinking, oh my god, I really, really don't like it, this isn't going to be the new badge, is it? Listen, again, I haven't heard anything from anybody within the club or at Hummel, but if you were to ask me to guess now, I would guess that this won't be the new badge going forward. It'll simply just be an authentic sort of design for this kit in itself, and if people like it, which I actually really, really do, I know some people don't, but if people like it, you know, Hummel might choose to use this design in the future, maybe on next year's away kit or fair kit, or they might choose to use a different design. I can't lie, I would have preferred the classic sort of EFC badge. I can't. It's hard to describe other than saying EFC badge. That, you know, we wore on this a similar sort of look to this kit. You know, all of those years ago. I think that would have been a little bit more of a nod to the history of the football club, and it would have been a direct sort of replica of that badge. However, I understand Hummel wanting to do something different. I understand Hummel wanting to do something unique, and I actually quite like it. It's simple. Is it, you know, as I said, I understand why people are a little bit worried about, oh my god, this isn't going to be the new badge, is it? Because there's not enough in it for it to be the badge of a football club with the stature of Everton Football Club. There's just not enough in it whatsoever. However, there is enough in it for it to be a one-off, unique badge on an away kit or a third kit or whatever. And I actually am a real big fan of it, to be honest with you. I understand why people aren't, and that's fine, but I'm a real big fan of it. I think it's unique. I think it's different. If you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know that I'm a massive fan of things that are a little bit different, things that are a little bit unique, things that go against the grain a little bit, and that's why I really like Hummel, because every single year they bring out kits that are different. They bring out kits that are unique. They bring out kits that are a little bit, I'm not too sure on that one, but I like the fact that it's different. I wasn't, my biggest critic of Hummel in their first season was that every single kit was designed the same other than the colour. It was only the colour that was different. Every one of them, design-wise, was exactly the same. And I remember saying, I like the colours of them. I like the fact that the third kit was a lime sort of greeny teal colour. However, they all look the same, whereas that can't be said for this year. All of them have got the same collar, of course. You'll notice the blue collar on Delhi's. Obviously, the pink one has got a sort of navy collar, and the blue one has got a white collar. However, the design on the front of every single kit is different. I actually really like the detail of the badge, to be honest with you. I know it won't be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine, but I really like it. I think the colours go really well as well. As I said, yellow and blue is a typical sort of Everton away kit / third kit combination, isn't it? You can't really go wrong with that combination. We can have a little bit of a further look at the goalkeeper kit. Now, Everton have also revealed the new goalkeeper kit for the 2022-2023 season. This one, I am a massive fan of. I'm a real big fan of the shorts for this one, which we'll look at in a little bit. But I'm a massive fan of this one. This is a direct nod to a kit that Neville Southall wore, which we'll have a look at some years ago, and I actually just really like it. Again, it's different, it's out there, it's a bit unique, the design's a little bit up in the air, and some people won't like it for that, because some people like simple sort of, understandable designs, whereas this one is a little bit different. I really like the colours. I think the predominant sort of orangey / maybe sort of towards the salmon pink side, probably more orange, is really nice. I think the yellow and the black mix brilliantly with it. Not too sure on the massive white stake logo, but again, listen, what we have to understand is Stake are paying us millions and millions of pounds a year. They're not going to pay us that money for their logo to be sort of the same colour as the kit, and then you're not be able to really see it. I've seen a couple of people criticising the badge in this one, because obviously the club and Hummel have decided to use the actual club's badge as opposed to the new badge, or the alternate badge that's on the third kit. A couple of things I'd say about that. One is that I think this clearly shows that the badge that is used on the third kit is just a one-off authentic design that Hummel have decided to go with to try and change it up a little bit. But secondly as well, I think it's important to understand that the goalkeeper kits are used at different points in the season. So this goalkeeper kit won't solely be used when we wear the third kit. This goalkeeper kit will probably be used at Goodison at some point. It'll probably be used in away games when we wear blue. It'll probably be used in away games where we wear pink. So it would make sense for the goalkeeper kit to have the same badge as the rest of the other kits other than the third kit, because if it had the third kit badge, then it would look a little bit the continuity wouldn't be there if we were playing away at Old Trafford in all blue and the goalkeeper kit had a different badge on it. And I'm not even too sure if there's a rule against that. There probably isn't, but I'm not too frustrated at the fact that this goalkeeper kit has got the actual club's badge on it, rather than the unique sort of crest. But I really like it design wise. I don't really know how to describe it, if I'm being honest with you. This is an issue I have with all of Hummel's kits. It's not really an issue, but, when you're doing a video and when you're deep diving into the kits and you're having a look at them and you're trying to describe them, some of Hummel's designs are just undescribable, really. I don't really know what the design is. I don't know what the motivation is behind this kit. The only thing I can think of is obviously a throwback to that goalkeeper kit that Neville Southall wore. So we'll have a look at that in a minute, but I really like this. I think the colours go really well. I think the orange predominant colour is really nice. And yeah, I'm a big fan. It's probably my favourite goalkeeper kit out of the three, if I'm being honest with you. It is a picture of Dominic Calvert-Lewin wearing the new third kit, which again looks really smart on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. See it in a little bit more detail there. It's a little bit of a closer image that to the screen. As you can see the badge in a little bit closer detail, as well as the design on the kit. Looks really smart in my opinion. Here is the badge, close up in personal. Really smart. Looks, as I said, as it should do, sewn into the kit, I believe. Simple. It's simple, and listen, sometimes simple is everything. Sometimes you don't have to show a lot to tell a lot. And I really like it. I think it's smart. I think it goes well with the colours of the kit. I think it also gives it a sort of a classic look. You can look at that kit now, and there's not much detail on it. If you were to say to somebody, a random person who doesn't really watch football or is into football loosely, and you were to just show them that image and say, what era was that kit from, just based on that image, they'd probably say the 50s or the 60s or the 70s, because there's not much detail in it. And I quite like that. I'm not against that in any way, shape or form. I'm really not. Here is that goalkeeper kit I was referring to before, that Neville Southall wore. So when you do a direct comparison to them, of course, Umbro Danker kit, of course, Everton, a very unique design, certainly a different design, and this new one is obviously a modified version of that. It's not a direct replica, obviously, because the badge isn't in the middle of the kit, but it is certainly a modified version of it. Very similar colours, and obviously very similar design as well. So I'm a big fan of Hummel, sort of going back to the times of Neville Southall and really sort of picking that kit and taking inspiration from that kit. So here are the images you will see when you go to purchase the kit on the shop. As you can see there, this from the other side of the kit now. So the tower design on the top does go sort of from one side to the other. You can see the EFC on the back of the kit there. I don't know if my mouse does show in this image. You can see the EFC there on the back of the kit, which has been used before. It has been used before, and again, is just a nice little nod. Almost gives it that classical look, as I said, that look of a little bit, authentic, a bit of authenticity. Again, really like it. I'm a real fan of it. Looks simple, colours go well. I'm a fan of this, and you all know that I'm not just saying this because it's an Everton kit, or I'm not just saying this because I say it. If you want to hear my real thoughts on the away kit, the pink one, go back and watch that video, because I literally sit here and say I'm not massive on this. Whereas this, I'm much more of a fan of this. Now, as you all know, when it comes to me and kits, I'm big on what the shorts look like, what the socks look like, what colour these things are going to be, whether this was going to be, because if I'm being honest, if this was going to be this top and then blue shorts with yellow detail and blue socks with yellow detail, I'd have liked it, but I wouldn't have been as excited as I am with yellow shorts with blue detail and yellow socks with blue detail as well. I think this is really smart. All yellow. I forgot to say before, by the way, the players will be wearing this kit for the first time on Saturday during our trip to Aston Villa. So that'll be really good to see the kit get a run out and see what it's like in person as well. But I'm a massive fan of these. I really am. As you can see, the badge there on the bottom of the shorts, the new crest, of course, it's on the back of the socks as well, but you can't see that image. Again, real sort of big fan of these. I've been not campaigning, that's probably too strong of a word, but I've been an advocate of Everton wearing an all coloured kit before, and I actually think I'd love one season for Everton to wear all blue. I'd love the home kit to just be all blue. Blue shorts, blue socks, blue top, if I'm being honest with you. And that be the predominant home kit. I know we wear a version of it when we play Man United and stuff, but I'd love that to be the predominant home kit. And that's why I really, really like this. It's continuity, isn't it, ultimately? And the main colour on the top is yellow with a blue detail. The main colour on the shorts is yellow with a blue detail. Same with the socks. So I really, really like this. I think it's really, really smart. I think it'll look really, really good on the players. And I think it will look like a throwback to those kits of as I said, past times when Everton were successful. Same with the goalkeeper kit. As you can see, a little bit of a closer look on the top. You can see the actual tower design on the back of the top this time. Obviously, that is the exact same design as what is on the front of the third kit. You can see the design in a little bit more detail there. Again, other than the throwback to that kit that Neville Southall wore, I'm not really sure what this design is. The shorts, of course, again, very similar colour. This is where I'm saying about it being more salmony, because it looks orange when you look at the top, doesn't it? You know, when I first seen the top, I thought, that's orange. That's an orange goalkeeper top sound. And then I seen these shorts and thought, actually, do you know what? They look a little bit salmony. They look a little bit salmon pink. And maybe it's just me looking into it a little bit too much. Maybe it's just me over and analysing these things. But I don't know. Just a little bit of a hint of salmon there for me. A little bit of a hint of salmon. And then the socks, of course, which do look a completely different colour. By the way, I had this issue with the away goalkeeper kit in the fact that the socks were red and the goalkeeper kit had a pink detail on, which was just baffling. I don't know whether it was just the pictures the club had used. I haven't been in the actual shop to see the kit in person, but them socks look a little bit more orange to me than the shorts on the top. But it's not a big deal, is it? It's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal because of continuity, but it's probably just the image and the colouring of the image. Here are some training bits that Everton have released ahead of the release of the third kit. Again, warm-up top, which I really, really, really like. I think it's smart. I think it's suitable. I think we've worn this one before, to be honest with you. I think we wore this one on one of the pre-season games, which was a bit mad because we didn't have a yellow kit out at the time. But yeah, I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. Again, jacket, I think is really, really smart. Zip up, sort of half zip, I think is brilliant. Really, really like that. Again, obviously blue detail, and then the pants, of course, to go with it as well. And that's pretty much every image we have for the kit. We'll leave the picture of Dominic Calvert-Lewin up for the moment. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. If you are watching live, we will get in the live comments in a second, by the way. I can't actually see the comments now because of the way I've got my computer set up, so I'll jump over to them in just a second. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's really, really smart. I think it looks good. Let me just jump to the next scene. There you go. If you're wondering what's going on with the green screen, I will fix that in a second. Bear with me 2 seconds. Here we go. We are back in action. Yeah, I really, really like it. I think it's really smart. I think it's different. I think it's unique. I think it's simplistic enough, but also it's got the detail in there, which is which makes it stand out. And I'd actually probably say it's my favourite out of the three, to be honest with you. I really like the home kit, to be fair, but I definitely I definitely prefer this one to the pink away kit, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But anyway, let's get into some of the live comments. Tars says, nice is right, Tars. Louis says, seems loads raging about the badge, but I like it personally. Yeah, me too. Me too. Dan says, I liked it until I saw the badge. Jungle says, can't get used to it. Incesting. Philip says, morning blues. What's happening, Philip? Chenlar says, we've had some stinking kits this year. I actually really like the home kit. I really like the third kit. And the away kit is growing on me. I'm not a massive fan of it still because of the design, but it's growing on me. I must admit that. But listen, as with any, and I say this with every kit release, I think people are almost seem too invested in the kit releases. Look, ultimately, it's an item of clothing. That third kit, the players will probably wear twice this season, and then you'll never see it again. Maybe 3 times, and then you'll never see it again. Same with the away kit. We'll probably wear it 3 times, and you'll never see it again. The home kit, obviously, will wear a lot more often, but I just don't think it needs to be any deeper than I like it or I don't like it, and that's it. And I'm seeing people on social media arguing over the kit and the different features of the kit and the badge and stuff like that, Why does it have to be that deep? Why can't it just be, oh yeah, I really, really like that, or no, I don't like that at all, and then you go, oh yeah, sound, move on. It's a kit at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. These players could run round with a shopping bag over them. If they're going to win every game, I'd rather them do that than wear the nicest kit we've ever seen in our lives. Because ultimately, people always have a go at the badge that Everton released in 2013, 2014. And I agree with people having a go on it because we weren't consulted about it and it was absolutely awful. But when I look at them kits, I don't think, oh, them kits are horrible. Look at the badge on them kits. They're disgraceful. I look at them kits and think, and I remember Romelu Lukaku scoring goals every single week in them. I remember Ross Barkley being unbelievable. I remember Gareth Barry and James McCarthy controlling games. I remember Everton winning games of football comfortably and battling teams. That's what I see when I look at that kit. I see the memories of that season, and that's why I done a video in lockdown, I think it was, where I spoke about that badge specifically, and I said it wasn't as bad as people made out. And the reason I said it is because design-wise, it was fucking awful. It was atrocious. It was horrid. But every time I see that badge in those kits now, I don't think, oh my God, that was horrible, that look at the design. I think, look at how boss Everton wearing that. Remember how boss we were when we wore that kit. So I don't really care what the kits look like or the design of them. Ultimately, it's nice to sit down and have a chat and say, yeah, you know, it's nice, or I like it, or I don't like it, etc. But the reality is, if Everton come, and again, wild overestimation here, but if Everton finish in the top four this season and we beat 5 teams wearing the yellow kit with the new badge on, we'll all look back at it with good memories, won't we? Morning All says, Wonderlust, what's happening? Toffee Gold says, Steak. UFC is sponsored by Steak, says Jungle Hardy. It's a branding thing, Cam. Liverpool and Spurs do it. It's to make Everton easily recognisable abroad and more marketable. Yeah, it is a branding thing. It's just a unique sort of branding thing to make it stand out against the other kits and against everybody else's kit as well. Because you're right, in shops abroad, and don't get me wrong, I think Everton need to do a better job at getting their items into shops abroad. But in shops abroad, people will see this kit and go, oh, I've never seen that badge before. Whose is that? And then it'll be Everton's. Why are we almost all of a sudden talking about Steak? Zorga says the badge spoils it. The tower had more detail and EFC underneath would look okay. Interesting. 7.5 out of 10, says Dan, is right. Big Nev says Toffee goals, absolutely. Neat kit, well done, Hummel. Proper retro. Goalkeeper kit says same old Everton, I agree. Goalie kit is ace, says Dan. The tower badge with a love art, says Carter. Up the Everton Toffees, buzzed for the weekend, says Jack. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Up the banana toffees, I can dig it, says Wonderlust. This right. I want Victor, Guy Cross, and Frank Oyamu quick. But listen, we're going to do a transfer video either later tonight or tomorrow. Obviously, we're doing the preview to the Villa game tomorrow as well. So there is a couple of updates, but nothing to write home about. So yeah, look, there you go. That is the new third kit for the 2022-2023 season. Let us know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below. Do you prefer the new badge? Do you like the new badge? Do you like that it's something different? Or would you have preferred it to have just had the regular badge on there? And yeah, just go with a bit more of a simplistic design. Do you like the goalkeeper kit? Do you not like it? Let us know your thoughts down below. If you are watching live, by the way, please do hit that like button. It does only take a second. And if you're watching as a YouTube video, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Massive thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues. Cheers for watching. See you after.